Back in 1980, there was an actor, you probably heard of him, Sylvester Stallone. He's old now. And he commissioned an artist who lives in Colorado to create a statue for the Rocky, the movie. Right? There you go. And it was outside the Spectrum for a while. It was moved almost 20 years ago to a grassy knoll just adjacent to the Philly Museum of Art, those famous steps that have been seen so many times in movies and whatnot. So the statue's almost 9 feet tall. It weighs 2,000 pounds. It's made out of bronze. And it is a hot topic of conversation in the lead up to the Super Bowl. Now I don't know if you follow these kind of things. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on with it or not. Possibly not. I'm all choked up. But many people believe that the Rocky statue has mystical powers, enough of powers to jinx NFL teams who dare place opposing laundry on them, or on it, I should say. Now, for example, the 49ers, they didn't lose against Philadelphia in the NFC title game because they played poorly. They lost because some 49er fans, put a Niner jersey on Rocky, and that's verboten. So the traveling circus, the Kelce brothers, have chimed in on this. They do a podcast together. Who knew? Everyone's got a podcast. Even I have a podcast. And so they did this recent podcast. Jason Kelce of the Eagles and his brother Travis of the Chiefs. And the topic of the Rocky statue came up. Now, we're going to play some audio here, a clip. And in this clip, you're going to hear Jason Kelce of the Eagles. He's talking first, and then his brother chimes in, and it's all about the Rocky statue. As Warner Wolf would say, let's go to the audio tape.
I am convinced that there is a Philadelphia fan who is putting these shirts on the Rocky statue, man, just to get everybody all fired up. Man. And it's working. It's working tremendously. So keep doing it.
That's
I guarantee it. There's no way. Because it's happened every single game. The Giants did it.
That's sick.
49ers did it. There'll probably be a Chiefs jersey on it this week.
No way. No way. Right now, Chiefs, do not touch the Rocky Memorial, okay? Do not do that, all right? Yeah. Definitely don't put an 87 on there. Right? Do not do that.
Okay. All right, we won't do that. So there you go. The money quote in that from Travis Kelce. Chiefs, meaning Chiefs fans, do not touch the effing Rocky. He called it the memorial. But it's Rocky. So Sylvester Stallone's alive. So as long as he's alive, Rocky's alive, right? All right, Travis Kelce not wanting the Chiefs to lose because of the Rocky statue jersey jinx. And then you heard Jason there at the beginning. He believes a Philly fan put the 49ers and Giants jerseys on Rocky. So that's the tale on that. So let us discuss the question on this one. Travis Kelce, you heard him there. He was having a good time, urging the Chief fans to not mess with the Rocky statue before Super Bowl 57. What do you make of this? So I've got Tinkerbell, Twain, and Prophecy. And we will connect all of these things together, and we are going to make the Baba Ganoush is what we're going to make. We'll make the Baba Ganoush. Now, first of all, it is a wonderful Super Bowl type of story. This is light and fluffy like pancakes. Light and fluffy. Who does not enjoy well-made pancakes with syrup? That's essentially what this story is. It also has more fillers than your generic brand hot dog. Right? I mean, we know that Travis Kelce was playing around, having a good time. We played the audio. You heard it there. The reason I wanted to talk about this with you is because so many people believe this. They believe in the Rocky jinx. And it fascinates me, right? It fascinates me. Now, I love a good sports conspiracy theory as much as the next talk shows. They're wonderful. And I've talked about this over the years. There's some I absolutely believe. The Cal Ripken story, when they turned out the lights at Camden Yards and Cal was going to miss the game. I totally buy that story. I believe that. The Patrick Ewing story, with the draft lottery being rigged in favor of the Knicks getting Ewing. Those I believe, and there's several others. But the Rocky one, I'm not in on it. I'm very selective on these things, and this one I don't believe in terms of it being real. Now, I do understand, though, that there is no way to prove a jinx. Like, even if the ones I believe in, or conspiracy, for example, that I brought up, there's no way to prove it. However, it is a fact, Jack, that they do influence reality, the perception of a jinx in the hearts, minds, and souls of many people, many sports fans. And so at some level, eventually we get to what we call the Tinkerbell effect, that if enough people believe that fairies exist, they do, all of a sudden, right? So they call it the Tinkerbell effect. The amount of people who believe in these things does provide a little bit of power, even though that's not exactly how the universe works. Now, second, did the 49ers lose because of the Rocky curse being placed on their football team by their own fans? So I'm shaking my head no on this one. The reason the 49ers lost is that they were bedeviled by the mangled elbow of Brock Purdy. But wait, that's because of the curse. So did Hassan Reddick break the ligaments in the elbow of Purdy because he was instructed by the football gods or by the Rocky Balboa bronze statue? ... Police! As Mark Twain famously said, never let the truth get in the way of a good story. It was one of the oddities that happened in the game of football. I'll tell you what, right now, there is a parallel dimension. In that dimension, Brock Purdy does not get hurt. Josh Johnson doesn't play, or if Purdy does get hurt, Josh Johnson, this is going to blow you away, he actually comes in and looks like he knows how to play quarterback and not like he just won a contest to play quarterback for the 49ers. And in that dimension, the 49ers beat the Eagles, and they're preparing to play the Chiefs in Super Bowl 57. However, in the dimension that you're in and in the dimension that I'm in, that's not how it's working out. All right, final thought. So Jason Kelce, I want to go back to the soundbite that we played a few minutes ago. So Jason Kelce thinks that Eagle fans are putting opposing jerseys on the Rocky statue. That's his conspiracy. Are you buying that? And this is very good. I like the idea of it. Unfortunately, I saw the video for the Niner one. I haven't seen the one with the Giants, but the Niner one absolutely was not. It looked like hardcore Niner fans, because there were a bunch of Niner fans that were, I don't know if they live on the East Coast or from the West Coast, but wherever they came from, they were assembled, and they had a big party right outside the Rocky statue. So overall, is there a shot that happens? Sure. I like the way that Jason Kelce, his mind is working on this one. And knowing what I know about Eagle fans, it is 100% going to happen going forward. Like the games in Arizona, not obviously this week, but the following week, Super Bowl 57. So there's no reason for a Chiefs fan to go to Philadelphia. But you know that since this is making the rounds and it's bouncing around the pinball machine of sports chatter, that it is a prophecy from Jason Kelce that we file into the self-fulfilling prophecy, that Jason Kelce of the Eagles is using an ultrasonic dog whistle, and it sounds like a gag to most people. However, it is a direct order that is only audible to the most diehard Philadelphia Eagle lapdog. Suggestive, coded, and it will trigger a rogue Birds fan into going out and buying a Chiefs jersey and making this reality. We would be surprised if it doesn't happen. We think it's going to happen. It's going to take place.